Alright, I'm being super lazy. I don't want to get up off this spot. I'm on the couch with a fuzzy blanket watching Property Brothers, but I muted it so we can actually hear me. But I also have the light gonna be flashing, sorry, and obnoxious because I don't want to get up and turn on the light so that you can see my face. Anyway, it is January 1 of 2020. Rang in the new year last night. I made it till 12 o'clock. However, 12:11, I think it was, I was tucked into bed and basically asleep, so that happened. But I did make it, got a kiss from my hubby, had a mimosa, and crashed. And then got up this morning with a baby at 6 a.m. It's wonderful. Loving life. But, excuse me. So this morning, I was gonna have another mimosa because I was like, yeah, I have an open bottle of champagne that I need to use. Why waste it? And I kind of poured the glass, and then I kind of felt guilty because I was like, okay, we've been trying to conceive and have not yet, obviously. Guess not obviously because I haven't really been on in 3 months. So anyway, but we have not had luck in that area. Been trying for 6 months, and every month is like getting into like the top of the roller coaster, and you're like, and you're like at the top, ready to crest, and you're just waiting for it to happen. And then you get your period, and then you're like, oh, I'm just gonna stay up here, and then it's gonna go, no. Guess that's my best interpretation of it. But it's been a roller coaster ride for the last several months trying to get pregnant because we have not. With Ada, we got pregnant within, I think, 4 months of trying, 3-4 months. Anyway, this time has been not as easy. Granted, we're only on month 6, but like I tell my husband often, I am 35. It can be harder to get pregnant at this point. And I'm a high risk. I'm a geriatric pregnancy when that happens. Just makes me feel so warm and fuzzy inside. But whatever. I notice it around my eyes a lot, and I'm sorry because that's obnoxious, but it's gonna happen because it's basically my tick. But so anyway, back to my main story. Pour my champagne for my mimosa. It's like, I'm supposed to get my period right about now. Well, let me just take a test, see if, just so I felt okay having a mimosa and wouldn't have to feel guilty because I didn't know. So I took it. It was one of those that have like pee on the stick and it's 2 lines. And it was a faint line on the first one. So I was like, I know it can be a false negative. So false positive. There we go. So I was like, oh, I'll do it again a little bit later. I did. This line showed up very like faint as well, but much faster than the first test. And I was like, same exact kind of test, 2 different packages. So when Tony got up, I was like, hey, so I have these 2 tests. They are faint and they essentially say positive, but I know there can be false positives. So I just want to run to the store, or you run to the store and get like a different kind, and we'll try that. Like, then I can, either have my mimosa or pour it all down the drain. So he did, got it. It's digital ones, took 2. The first one said, not pregnant. The second one said, no. I mean, who designs that? I know it's really simple, but I feel like if I would design a pregnancy test, I'd be like, keep trying, or maybe next time, not no. It's kind of like, F you. All that hard work. I shouldn't say hard work. That sounds funny. All of that effort. Sorry, you suck. No. But so then I was like in the thought of like, okay, maybe I am. So then the test came, and then no, you're not. So then even more so, it was that freaking roller coaster ride of emotion, of trying to get pregnant, cresting over the top of that roller coaster, and then realizing there's a cement wall and not a drop and not fun and not that cool tunnel where they take a picture. So it's been a tough one. Today, it's not the best start to 2020, but just keep trying. I can't imagine going through this for years. I know women do, and I'm only like 6 months into like trying, and I'm not saying like we won't. I'm not saying that other women don't have more struggles, because I'm absolutely certain they do, and I know they do. I've heard stories about years of like, is it IUI, IVF, like fertility treatments, just everything, and how costly it is, and how disappointing it is after spending that time and money and effort and energy to get yourself to that, and then it doesn't take. So I completely understand that my situation is not to that extreme by any means. It's just my experience, and it's me and my life, and just trying to be real about how I feel and how crushing it is every month when I get my period. And it's a reminder that basically you failed again. Even though I know that's not necessarily the thing, it's just you get it and you're like, fuck. All right, try again in a couple weeks. And then wait. That's just it. That's like the shitty part. You time out your ovulation, because I've been taking an ovulation test, keeping track of that, keeping track of like sex, like all of it, to like try to figure something out. And so you have your period, and then you're testing for ovulation, and then once you hit like your prime spot, totally just forgot what it is, like your ovulation window. Excuse me. It's like, all right, game time. But also, I'm like, beforehand, I'm like, hey, like, what is it, like 10 days after you start your period? I don't know, 12 days. It's later. I'm tired. I'm like, all right, honey, like, let's go at least every other day, so that we have a fighting chance, even if I don't ovulate on this particular day. And then it's great. Your fertility, ovulation, fertile window, whatever it is over, and it's like, all right, let's wait 4 weeks, 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks, whatever it is, to see if it actually did anything. Like, oh no, it didn't. Okay, try again. Oh no, it didn't. You suck. Try again. Oh, you lose. Stupid. But that's where I'm at. So I figured I would share the crazy, raw, real emotions that I have. I cried. I cry every time I get it. After having Etta, my emotions, crazy. I cry so much more than I ever did before. But yeah, every month, every time I get it, tears. And if you know me, you know how much I hate crying in general. But it's been a rough go. Hoping that it happens soon, because I want to be done having kids by 40, and I want at least 3. I'm really hoping for 4. But who knows what's in the plans? I mean, the best laid plans, right? But we'll see what happens with 2020. I have a gorgeous, healthy, beautiful 1-year-old, and I love her to death, and I couldn't ask for anything better there. So I'm very grateful for what I have, and a loving husband who doesn't quite understand the roller coaster I go through. I don't think he doesn't seem to fully understand, but he's also a person who can, or like being a guy, you can have kids until you're fucking 90. Women can't. Like, my window is very short, and I don't think he realizes that, like how small of a window it is. But he tries. He tries to be sympathetic, and he tries to. Today, I said something about rearranging our kitchen because we were trying to figure out what our layout's going to be because we want to redo it in the next year here. And so he's like, hey, yeah, that's a great idea, like when I said something. So he started switching things around. And it's definitely like his way of trying to help me because he's not good at the emotion either. He's not good at expressing it. He's not really good at like definitely expressing it himself, like where he's at. But I don't think he knows what to do to help either because what can he do? There's really nothing. So he's been trying to do other stuff. But in the middle of all of rearranging the kitchen, like moving the dishwasher, he got paged up because he's on call. So my kitchen is a complete disaster. I actually all of a sudden heard about an hour ago some drips, and I was like, no. Walked into the kitchen. A 5-gallon bucket had filled up with one of the hoses he put in it and was on the subfloor, dripping everywhere. And that's what I was hearing. And so I started bailing because I couldn't lift the 5-gallon bucket to like bring it outside. So I was bailing with a dog dish. My daughter's screaming because I'm not letting her in the kitchen because it's a mess. And she's just needy and tired and cranky pants. So I bail out for like 5-10 minutes and finally can dump the 5-gallon bucket. And it's been a day. And now it's like 8:30, something like that. And I'm so beyond ready for bed. And I should go. But I decided to sit here and just unleash all my feelings. So, who knows what's gonna come tomorrow. I'll go back to work. Today we get off because it's the first. But, yeah, hoping that in the next month or so here, we can get baby number two underway. And my girl can be a big sister. So, all right. Peace out. Enjoy your first day of 2020.